Kerry Stellar, and you can hold that. And I'm sitting here at Buffalo Wild Wings in Farmingdale with Gillian De Coursey. Did I say your name last?
Yeah, you actually did.
I
Surprisingly.
did. I did. I said it right. I'm super excited. And yeah, I'm here to interview her for her upcoming fight for ACC and KTFO Worlds Collide at Westbury Music Theater.
The space at Westbury.
Oh yes, the space at Westbury. So tell me a little bit about yourself.
I'm a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu brown belt. I started doing MMA about 2 years ago. I started training Jiu-Jitsu about like 7.5 years ago. I pretty much train all the time, and when I'm not training, I actually work, I have my own private practice as a mental health counselor.
Awesome. Awesome. Yeah, I see you train a lot. I see your Facebook. I see your social media. I love it. I love it. What made you get into mixed martial arts?
Well, in all my life, I pretty much played sports. I played basketball was my main sport. I played in college, and pretty much when I was done with college, I needed something else, an outlet. So it just started with pretty much jiu-jitsu and Muay Thai, like staying in shape, having something to do, and then I started competing in jiu-jitsu, and I did that for like about 6 years, and then my coach kind of came up to me, he's like, hey, do you want to do a fight? And I was like, all right, yeah, cool, and then it just kind of took off from there.
You look like you just graduated college. That's awesome. Good for you. Usually you see fighters and it's like they look very modern.
Yeah.
But you don't, so
yeah, but
congratulations on that.
I try and keep my face nice.
I was actually just going to say, just because this isn't the girls' corner and, this is a little bit about girly stuff, what I do, so since you're a girl and I don't get to interview too many females, like, is there a secret that you have?
No, I just
never ask you your age, but I'm assuming you're in my range.
No, I just eat. I try and just eat healthy.
Awesome.
And I don't really do anything. Lotion. Eat healthy and wear lotion.
That's a beautiful thing. I mean, really, that's like half of the battle, and nutrition is
right.
The other half. And I was going to ask you, is there like any specific? Are you vegan? Do you have like a specific training diet and then a regular diet that you have?
I pretty much, I eat clean pretty much all the time. I obviously have my junk food times, and I, have my moments where I'll eat like crappy, but for the most part, I eat really clean. I don't do any of the extreme diets, like I'm not vegetarian or anything like that. I don't eat that much meat, but it's, it's more just trying to be balanced. And, you have your moments where you have treats, and you have your moments where you're eating good most of the time. When I'm training though and I'm in fight camp, I try pretty much to eat clean the whole time, which is good and bad because then it makes making weight that much harder because there's not much to cut out. So I definitely struggle sometimes with cutting the weight because what am I cutting out? I don't have anything bad to cut out. It's not there. So
you're not really cutting much when you're trying to you're eating as clean as you can. What are you going to like eat air?
Right. So that definitely, that becomes a battle because a lot of fighters during the off season when they have a fight, they're eating like crap. So all right, I just take that out and I already, they lost a lot of weight.
Yeah. Now is that also what figures into like sometimes you coming in underweight, like you had said before, because sometimes you're
when
so clean that your walk around weight is probably close to.
Yeah, that's why I transferred from 115 to 105 because 115 I could never make weight, and I always had the opposite battle. Even now, my coach still gets mad at me for not eating enough. So it's like, you don't eat enough. Where, even when I'm cutting weight, he's like, what did you eat today? He's like, that's not enough.
It's true. Well, you need to, you need to have like a healthy, balanced diet,
right.
Not only and a heavy one because you are training to have a huge fight. But I do totally understand that. Now, do you currently hold the title for ACC?
Yeah, I actually hold the
strawweight.
Yeah, I hold the strawweight title, but I had to vacate that because I fought for the 105, the atomweight title.
Okay.
So now I technically hold both, but somebody else came in and kind of fought for the 115 because I had to vacate it for the 105.
So you're defending your atomweight title December 16th.
Yes.
the space at Westbury. Before I fuck that up again, sorry, I cursed in my interviews.
It's all good.
I'm a regular chick. That's awesome. Now, what is there anything else you want to tell everybody about yourself? Because it's going to be on my YouTube and wherever you want it. I'm going to put some cool stuff in there.
No, I just want to shout out my, my teammates at ECU and Ring Sport Muay Thai, my professor Rob Gutierrez, my Muay Thai coach Eric Ruiz, and I have an awesome manager, Jason Adams with Underdog MMA Management, and all my sponsors, Seek Chick for always hooking up my nice fight outfits, whether it's for grappling or my MMA fights. MMA Roadhog, weapon fight gear.
I know MMA Roadhog.
He's a cool dude.
You're awesome.
Fighter Elias.
You go, girl.
Wait, no, Fighter Elias. Who else do I have? Giso. I feel like I'm missing somebody. I definitely. Oh, Michelle's Magic Morsels, and I think. Oh, and Grit Mouth Guards. I think I got everybody.
Everybody loves Gillian, in other words.
Yes,
She's got
love
a lot of
me.
classes, which is awesome. We love that.
All right, that's
Right. This is Kerry Stellar from In the Girls Corner on that Buffalo Wild Wings in Farmingdale with
Matthew Roman, KTFO champ, ACC champ, and CFFC champ.
awesome Matthew. So how you doing? What now are you defending your title in what weight class?
Yes, I'm defending 170 in December 16th. So it's both titles. Hopefully I get two more titles. So.
That would be freaking awesome.
Yeah.
That would be awesome. So what have you done to prepare for this? Because this is kind of big.
Yeah, it's real big. Well, the first couple weeks, I broke my ankle my last fight. So
Sorry to hear that.
yeah, it's all right. But I'm trying to get back. I've been doing more cardio. I got to get my cardio down. But besides that, I've been training my hands. I have to stand up.
Awesome. Now, is there a particular style of fighting that you are more, love more, or that you started with?
I've started with wrestling, and I love wrestling.
You look like a wrestler.
Yeah, I've been wrestling.
Body.
I've been wrestling since I was 6 years old. So that's just like embedded in my life. So I have my wrestler's tattoo, and everything's wrestling. But my grappling is what I rely on the most.
I'm gonna say that your grappling is
Yeah.
probably out of control.
Yeah, it's up
wait to
there.
see.
Yeah, nobody wants to grapple with me. No one wants to go on the floor with me. So next step, I have to work on my hands. I want people to say, "Oh man, I don't want to fight Matt because he has good boxing." Both of
That
them.
is awesome.
Yeah.
We're gonna see that. 2 titles, kind of like Conor McGregor, but even cooler.
Yeah, cooler.
I think even cooler, and that's coming from me, my personal stamp on that.
There you go.
You're
Thanks.
welcome.
Me fighting wise, I like to go as far as I can. I'm gonna have an announcement the night of my fight. I'm gonna call somebody out to take me to that next level.
Oh, I'm kind of excited. I'm hoping maybe I could get in your ear and get a little inside tip before you go.
We'll just say it's a big league name. Not UFC.
Okay, Bellator? CFFC. I'm good.
You were right the second time. The second time, yeah.
Yeah.
He just started. He just started with them,
Okay.
and he has a pretty big name right now.
You
That-
don't have to say it if you
I'm
don't
not-
want
I
to,
won't.
But maybe
But-
off camera, I might ask you.
Maybe. But I feel like that would be a good opportunity for me to show
Of
how
course it
I
would.
do,
Of course it will.
and
That'd be huge.
and to put somebody that has such a big name that I can beat and get higher.
All right, this is Kerry Stellar in the girls' corner at Buffalo Wild Wings with Steve. He's fighting at ACC KTFO, the Space of Westbury, December 16th. Steve, tell us a little bit about yourself, plus your last name, please, and name.
Okay, I'm Steve War Hero Inoshima. I fight out of Garden City Tiger Showmans in Long Island, New York.
Awesome.
32. Just going back into my first MMA fight in 5 years. I haven't done that since my last loss in MMA.
So you're coming back. Don't call it a comeback. Or do we call it a comeback?
It's definitely a comeback.
I'm fucking excited. I cannot
I
wait.
am too.
And you can curse. I'm not that.
It's alright. I try not to curse too much for my students.
You're allowed. You're allowed. So now wait, you train students as well?
Yes, I'm an instructor also. I
Okay.
teach children from 4 to adults into their 60s.
Now what made you get into mixed martial arts?
It was by accident, actually. It's a funny story. I just found the other guy. It's always a funny story because at first I started, I'm like, I want to get in shape. Like after you get out of high school, it's
That's
nothing.
usually a really good. That's why I
Yeah.
started doing
Like when you get out of high school, there's nothing to do really with your friends anymore because they're all busy. You can't play sports outside, go to the park. So I found the martial arts school by accident, tried it out, I fell in love, and then I stopped. Life gets in the way a little bit. And then the sensei that trains me now and I work for him, his wife found me by accident at Starbucks working, and all of a sudden once I came back after she saw me, I haven't stopped for 10 years. And I started teaching consistently for the past 10 years also.
Now, do you have a predominant style that you like to do?
I used to like to stay on the ground. Now I'm starting to enjoy standing up. Now I just want to see how I put it all together.
Did you start wrestling?
No, I didn't. I just got into a lot of fights when I was younger. Just being little. Yeah, just like being little, I used to get into fights. And once I started doing martial arts, that stopped very quickly.
That's how I got into it.
And then like getting yourself amped up and ready to fight is a different mindset also. It's like getting ready for a war.
Absolutely. Oh, absolutely.
That's why I call myself war hero because I don't.
It's so true. And I say that all the time because it's not even like you're just, getting ready for a fight. I mean, you're fighting a human being. So
Yeah,
it's like,
in a
at the end of
cage.
the day, you could hurt that person. So you have to prepare that you could
And they're gonna try to hurt you too.
You want to win.
Yeah.
You don't
I don't want them
hurt.
hurting me either.
It's a huge. People don't get the different perspective of it, you know? And I do really understand and actually really appreciate the spirituality aspect of it, of like the motivational part, because that's, huge thing
Oh,
with
yeah.
what I'm about, is that I try to motivate young people and even anybody that needs it. And
Yeah,
right now,
everybody needs it.
We do live in a world where it's
Oh,
desperately
yeah.
needs it. So I think that's great. Is there any kind of books that you like that maybe like encouraged you and inspired you? That you could kind of give to the youth that watches?
There was a couple. Like one I read was like by this guy that made this workout called Tabatas.
Okay.
His name is Kazumi Tabata. He wrote a book called Mind Power. That was a good one.
Awesome.
Shoot, there's a
I think that's fantastic that you're coming back after a very big break, which is great. I cannot wait to
I've been
see
doing
you fight.
kickboxing in between though.
I can't wait to see you fight. You have.
Yes. What happened was I fought an MMA fight like 5 years ago. I lost that fight, and then I've been doing kickboxing because that's where I should beat the guy. I should beat him standing. I just didn't have the confidence, even though I have the technique. I didn't have the confidence to stand and hit with people when I first started MMA. And then after those 7 kickboxing fights, I'm feeling like I'm not even just feeling it. I know I'm ready.
You got it.
I got this.
You got this. All right, well, I'm excited, and I'm going to put quite a few links up on my Facebook, on my Twitter, on my Instagram to get tickets for the fight. Come and see Steve. He is awesome. He's going to kick some fucking ass.
And then actually funny enough, the
Sorry,
place we're fighting
he's
at.
not the biggest cursor.
It's all right. The event at the space that we're fighting at in Westbury on Post Avenue is my hometown.
Dude,
I'm representing
freaking
right there.
awesome.
I won this fight. I got the fight. Thank you, Tom. Thank you, Eugene. Thank you, Aggressive Combat. Thank you, KTFO, for giving me the opportunity to represent my hometown.
Awesome. And would you do me the honors
Yes.
of having a post-fight interview?
Absolutely.
Awesome.
Even if I'm banged up, I'll do a post-fight interview.
I really
Just bear with.
appreciate I appreciate that because I think that's awesome.
Win or lose,
you should always
I will
just
do it.
it's
Absolutely.
why not? Get your shit out there, man.
It's not about winning or losing anyways. Like I teach my kids.
About the
It's about
fight.
never giving up,
Absolutely.
regardless of the obstacles that are in front of you.